team is winning 12 games in a row. I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't normal. You know, in the league, you might win, 2 games, lose a game, lose 2 games, run off 3 or 4 games. But they ran off like 12 games in a row. Like, man, this is, like they running through teams too, 20, beating them by 20. I'm like, this like this team. Up. Yeah, they run, and so they've been together too. That 5, the starting 5, like they've been together. They insert Draymond into the starting lineup. Team just start taking off. So I'm like, man, I've never really been on a 12-game winning streak. I've played 10 years. Like, I've never been on this type of winning streak before. Like, this is different. You see what I'm saying? So I think once we got to December, and then seeing how we was playing, we #1 in the West. The rankings. I never been on a team that was #1 in the West. You see what I'm saying? All this is new to me because, the teams I've been on, we weren't that good. Even the Clippers, we was middle of the pack.
Winning 12 games in a row is not just impressive, it's extraordinary. In a league where consistency is a luxury, teams usually win a couple, lose 1, and then maybe go on a small streak. But running off 12 consecutive victories, that's a different level. It's not just about the wins, it's the dominance, beating teams by 20 points as if they were untouchable. The transformation came when Draymond was inserted into the starting lineup, and the chemistry clicked instantly. For someone with a decade of experience in the league but never experiencing anything close to this, it's surreal. To climb to the top of the Western Conference standings after being part of teams that hovered in the middle is like stepping into a completely new reality. This wasn't just a streak, it was a statement.
Watching what Steph is doing, he in the MVP conversations, he running off 30s, like this ain't, he one of those guys. So I'm like, all right, like I need to be a star in my role. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to what am I gonna bring to the table, that's different? Okay.
Watching Steph Curry dominate is like witnessing greatness unfold in real time. Night after night, he's dropping 30 points effortlessly, making it look like child's play. His name naturally enters vimp conversations. And rightly so, he's one of those rare players who can change the game entirely. For teammates, this kind of brilliance is both inspiring and challenging. It forces you to reflect, what can I do to elevate the team? How do I step up in my role and contribute uniquely? It's not just about supporting the star, but becoming a star in your own capacity. Steph's excellence raises the bar for everyone, creating an environment where complacency has no place.
Once it was no ego like that, it was, cool. It was easy.
When you finally won a championship, Fetty coming down, y'all won it. The journey you done went through.
Yeah.
And you get rewarded with a champ. Now, you ain't in no box. You label a champion.
The beauty of winning a championship lies in how the team sets aside egos for the greater goal. When everyone is aligned, success becomes almost inevitable. Finally holding that trophy in your hands after a long, grueling journey is indescribable. It's not just about the title, it's about what it represents: sacrifice, resilience, and unity. For players who've spent years fighting through mediocrity, this moment is a culmination of everything they've endured. Being labeled a champion isn't just a title, it's a legacy that follows you forever. It's the reward for all the blood, sweat, and tears poured into the game.
When I seen the amount of people that was at the parade, I was like, damn, I ain't never seen this many people before. But then also too, it brought me back to a kid watching Mike, watching MJ, watching them, Grand Park celebration. Now I'm like, damn, this really us up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden State Warriors have returned not just as contenders, but as a symbol of resilience and reinvention. For a team many believe had run its course, this Warriors dynasty is proving the doubters wrong with a performance that redefines the limits of excellence. How did they survive roster upheavals, injuries, and fierce competition in the unforgiving NBA? By doing what they've always done, transforming adversity into triumph. The phrase thunderous return doesn't begin to capture their resurgence. This is a rebirth, fueled by an unparalleled determination to succeed. The Warriors didn't just bounce back, they re-engineered their foundation, crafting a team that thrives on precision, pace, and unrelenting passion. At the center of it all stands Steph Curry, the league's most electrifying player, who's not just carrying the team, but elevating it to unprecedented heights. Curry's brilliance is the foundation of their revival, but even the brightest stars need a constellation around them. Let's uncover the depth of Curry's irreplaceable role in this team's resurgence. Steph Curry isn't just a basketball player, he's a phenomenon. At 36 years old, Curry continues to defy age and expectations. His jaw-dropping season average of 31.8 points per game proves he's still at the peak of his powers. Night after night, he takes on the league's toughest defenses, and more often than not, he dismantles them with surgical precision. Curry's dominance isn't limited to his scoring. His gravity, the way defenses collapse around him, opens up endless opportunities for his teammates. His ability to set up Buddy Hield for corner threes or draw double teams to free up Andrew Wiggins is why Golden State's offense is unstoppable. But numbers don't capture the full story. It's Curry's leadership and unrelenting competitiveness that define him. Pair him with sharpshooter Buddy Hield, and their 54.22 net rating becomes a staggering testament to their synergy. Together, they've turned the Warriors into a juggernaut capable of annihilating any opposition. Yet, even a generational talent like Curry can't do it alone. The Warriors' success is rooted in something deeper, a defense that suffocates opponents and fuels their offense. Defense wins championships, and the Warriors have embraced this mantra like never before. Under Steve Kerr's direction, they've overhauled their defensive system, rising to the top 5 in steals and blocks. Their trap and recover strategy has been nothing short of revolutionary, forcing opponents into turnovers and capitalizing on fast breaks. Draymond Green, the defensive heart of this team, exemplifies this transformation. Averaging 11 assists per game, Green's impact goes beyond stats. He orchestrates the defense with an intensity that leaves opponents scrambling for solutions. Jonathan Kuminga, meanwhile, has emerged as a defensive force, shutting down top scorers and contesting shots at the rim. And the results, astounding. The Warriors have surged into the top tier of defensive ratings, with opponents shooting significantly lower percentages against them. Their defensive efforts aren't just about stopping the ball, they're about dictating the flow of the game. But great defense alone isn't enough. It takes a masterfully coordinated offense to turn stops into points. Let's explore the genius behind the Warriors' lineup strategy and their impeccable coordination. What separates the Warriors from the rest is their ability to adapt. Steve Kerr's lineup strategy is a masterclass in balance. The integration of Buddy Hield has added a new dimension to their offense, allowing Golden State to maintain their trademark pace and space style. Buddy Hield isn't just filling a gap, he's rewriting the script. Averaging 25.3 points in Curry's absence, Hield's aggressive shooting and high basketball IQ make him a seamless fit. The team is now attempting 47.8% of their shots from beyond the arc, a remarkable shift that keeps defenses perpetually on edge. This lineup flexibility allows Kerr to adjust on the fly, whether it's Draymond Green stepping in as a small ball center or Andrew Wiggins exploiting mismatches. The result is a team that can outpace, outmaneuver, and outthink its competition. But even the best strategies require the right mindset. Let's turn to the fiery leadership and motivational speeches that have reignited the Warriors' spark. Great teams are built on great leadership, and the Warriors have it in spades. Buddy Hield's passionate speeches and Steve Kerr's calming presence have created a culture of accountability and excellence. Hield's words resonate with his teammates. Every possession matters, he says, and his actions back it up, whether it's draining a contested three or diving for a loose ball. Hield's intensity inspires the entire roster. Steve Kerr, meanwhile, is the architect of this resurgence. Play your role and play it to perfection, he told the team after a tough road win. This simple yet powerful message has unified the Warriors, fostering an environment where every player contributes meaningfully. Their leadership has cultivated a mindset where even bench players step up in pivotal moments. From Jonathan Kuminga's defensive tenacity to DeAnthony Melton's rebounding prowess, everyone plays their part. But numbers don't lie, and the Warriors' stats tell a story of domination. Let's dive into the incredible figures that underscore their success. The Warriors aren't just winning, they're rewriting history. Their 54.22 net rating with Curry and Hield on the floor is a league best, while their top 5 rankings in steals and blocks highlight their defensive excellence. Offensively, the Warriors are attempting nearly half their shots from beyond the arc, making them one of the most dangerous teams from distance. And let's not forget their ball movement, 35 assists per game, with Green accounting for a significant portion, showcases their unselfish playstyle. These numbers are more than just stats, they're proof of a team that has evolved, adapted, and risen to reclaim its place among the NBA's elite. As the Warriors march forward, their message to the league is loud and clear: this dynasty is far from over. The Golden State Warriors are more than just a basketball team, they're a symbol of perseverance and excellence. From Steph Curry's irreplaceable brilliance to a reimagined defensive system, This team has shown that even the toughest challenges can be overcome. With every game, they're not just winning, they're making a statement. The Warriors dynasty is back, and they're here to dominate.